First up, did you know that the vibrator was originally invented as a medical device? Yes, you heard that right. It wasn't always the intimate accessory we think of today. In fact, its origins are quite clinical and rooted in the medical practices of the Victorian era. Back in the Victorian era, doctors used them to treat what they called hysteria in women. This so-called hysteria was a catch-all diagnosis for a variety of symptoms, including anxiety, irritability, and even insomnia. Women who exhibited these symptoms were often thought to be suffering from a medical condition that required treatment. This condition was often characterized by anxiety or mood swings. Women were frequently diagnosed with hysteria if they showed signs of emotional distress or if they deviated from the expected norms of female behavior at the time. The medical community believed that these symptoms were due to a disorder of the uterus, hence the term hysteria, which is derived from the Greek word for uterus, hystera. To treat it, physicians would induce hysterical paroxysm, which we now understand as orgasm, believing it provided relief. The treatment involved manual stimulation by the doctor until the patient reached this state of paroxysm. This practice was not only time-consuming but also physically demanding for the physicians. As a result, the invention of the vibrator was seen as a revolutionary tool that could expedite the process and reduce the physical strain on doctors. Imagine explaining that to your great-grandma. The idea that a device now commonly associated with personal pleasure was once a staple in a doctor's toolkit for treating a supposed medical condition is quite astonishing. It really makes you think about how societal perceptions of sexuality and medical practices have evolved over time. Here's a quirky one. Dolphins and bonobos are among the few animals, besides humans, known to have sex purely for pleasure. This behavior is not just about reproduction for them, it's also a way to strengthen social bonds and enjoy themselves. Dolphins, for instance, are incredibly social creatures, and their sexual behavior reflects this. Dolphins even flirt by passing each other objects like seaweed or playful gestures. These interactions are a part of their complex social structures and are believed to play a role in establishing and maintaining relationships within their pods. The playful nature of these exchanges highlights the importance of social interaction and bonding in dolphin communities. Bonobos, on the other hand, use sexual activity as a way to bond and resolve conflicts within their groups. Unlike their more aggressive chimpanzee relatives, bonobos are known for their peaceful and cooperative social structures. Sexual interactions among bonobos are frequent and serve multiple purposes, including conflict resolution, social bonding, and even as a form of greeting. And speaking of flirting, did you know Cleopatra supposedly owned one of the earliest known sex toys? Cleopatra, the legendary queen of Egypt, was known for her intelligence, political acumen, and her reputed beauty. But she was also known for her innovative and adventurous spirit when it came to personal pleasure. Legend has it, she filled a hollow gourd with buzzing bees to create vibrations. Talk about innovative. This story, whether entirely true or not, reflects the lengths to which people have gone throughout history to explore and enhance their sexual experiences. The use of a gourd and bees is a testament to human creativity and the desire for pleasure. It's a fascinating glimpse into how people have always sought creative ways to explore pleasure. From ancient times to the modern era, the pursuit of sexual satisfaction has driven innovation and shaped cultural practices. These stories remind us that the quest for pleasure is a fundamental aspect of the human experience, transcending time and cultural boundaries. Today, the market for sex toys is vast and varied, catering to a wide range of preferences and needs. The evolution from medical devices to personal pleasure products reflects broader changes in societal attitudes towards sex and sexuality. What was once taboo is now openly discussed and celebrated, with a growing recognition of the importance of sexual health and well-being. Sexual education and awareness have also come a long way. There's a greater emphasis on understanding and respecting individual preferences and boundaries. This shift towards a more open and informed approach to sexuality has empowered people to explore their desires safely and consensually. Communication plays a crucial role in this journey. Open and honest discussions about sexual preferences and boundaries can enhance relationships and lead to more fulfilling experiences. Whether it's through educational resources, workshops, or personal conversations, the importance of communication in sexual health cannot be overstated. Inclusivity is another key aspect of modern sexual health. Recognizing and respecting the diverse experiences and identities of individuals is essential in creating a supportive and understanding environment. This inclusivity extends to the design and marketing of sex toys, ensuring that everyone can find products that meet their needs and preferences. The journey from the Victorian-era medical devices to today's diverse and inclusive sex toy market is a testament to the progress we've made in understanding and embracing human sexuality. It's a journey that highlights the importance of innovation, education, and open-mindedness in our ongoing quest for pleasure and well-being. So, the next time you think about sex toys, remember their surprising origins and the incredible journey they've taken. From medical treatments to tools of pleasure, they reflect our evolving understanding of sexuality and the importance of embracing our desires with curiosity and respect. Ancient Romans believed that wearing amulets shaped like male genitalia would ward off evil spirits and bring good luck. These amulets, often referred to as fascinums, were not just mere trinkets, but held significant cultural and spiritual value. The Romans were deeply superstitious, and the phallic symbol was thought to possess protective powers against the evil eye, a malevolent glare believed to cause harm. The use of such amulets was widespread, transcending social classes, and they were often worn by children and soldiers alike. The belief was that the phallic symbol could invoke the favor of the gods, ensuring safety and prosperity. These amulets were crafted from various materials including bronze, gold, and even bone, each adding a unique touch to the charm's potency. The practice of wearing these amulets was so ingrained in Roman culture that it continued for centuries, influencing other civilizations long after the fall of the Roman Empire. Known as fascinums, these charms were seen as symbols of fertility and protection. The term fascinum itself is derived from the Latin word fascinare, meaning to enchant or bewitch. This highlights the mystical attributes ascribed to these objects. Fascinums were often depicted in various forms of Roman art, including frescoes, mosaics, and sculptures, underscoring their importance in daily life. They were not only worn as jewelry but also placed in homes, fields, and even on ships to safeguard against misfortune. The widespread use of these amulets is a testament to the Romans' deep-seated belief in their protective and beneficial properties. Imagine walking around with one of those on a necklace, a bold fashion statement indeed. In today's world, such a practice might seem eccentric or even controversial, but in ancient Rome, it was a common sight. The amulets were often intricately designed, showcasing the craftsmanship of Roman artisans. Wearing a fascinum was not just about protection, it was also a way to display one's faith in the divine and adherence to cultural traditions. The boldness of wearing such a symbol openly speaks volumes about the societal norms and values of the time. It also reflects the Romans' pragmatic approach to spirituality, where tangible objects were believed to hold real power. In the Middle Ages, people thought that eating exotic foods like bananas and oysters would enhance sexual desire. This belief was rooted in the idea that certain foods possessed inherent qualities that could influence human behavior and emotions. The concept of aphrodisiacs dates back to ancient times, but it gained particular prominence during the medieval period. Bananas, with their suggestive shape, and oysters, believed to resemble female genitalia, were thought to stimulate sexual arousal. These foods were often featured in lavish feasts and banquets, where their consumption was seen as a way to enhance one's virility and romantic prowess. The association of food with sexual desire is a fascinating aspect of human culture, reflecting the interplay between diet, health, and sexuality. This belief gave rise to the concept of aphrodisiacs. The term aphrodisiac is derived from Aphrodite, the Greek goddess of love and beauty, highlighting the connection between these foods and the pursuit of romance. Throughout history, various cultures have identified different foods and substances as aphrodisiacs, each with its own unique rationale. For example, in ancient China, ginseng was prized for its ability to enhance sexual stamina, while in India, the Kama Sutra recommended a variety of herbs and spices to boost libido. The medieval fascination with aphrodisiacs was part of a broader interest in alchemy and the search for substances that could improve health and well-being. This quest for aphrodisiacs reflects a universal human desire to enhance pleasure and intimacy, a theme that continues to resonate in modern times. The idea was that these foods, often resembling certain body parts, had mystical powers to stimulate desire. This belief is known as the doctrine of signatures, a concept that suggests the physical characteristics of a plant or food indicate its beneficial properties. For example, walnuts, which resemble the human brain, were thought to enhance cognitive function, while foods like carrots and ginseng, resembling the male genitalia, were believed to boost sexual performance. The doctrine of signatures was a common theme in medieval and Renaissance medicine, influencing the way people perceived and utilized natural substances. The mystical allure of aphrodisiacs lies in their promise of enhanced pleasure and connection, a tantalizing prospect that has captivated human imagination for centuries. Here's a spicy one. In Japan's Edo period, erotic art known as shunga was incredibly popular. Shunga, which translates to spring pictures, depicted explicit scenes of lovemaking and were often accompanied by humorous or poetic commentary. These artworks were not considered obscene, but were appreciated for their artistic merit and cultural significance. Shunga served various purposes, from educating young couples about sexual techniques to providing entertainment and titillation. The popularity of shunga reflects the open and accepting attitude towards sexuality in Edo period Japan, where such art was enjoyed by people from all walks of life, including the samurai class. These detailed illustrations were so cherished that even samurai carried them as personal keepsakes. The samurai, known for their strict code of honor and discipline, also had a softer side that appreciated beauty and art. Shunga provided a private escape from the rigors of their martial duties, offering a glimpse into the pleasures of life. The fact that samurai valued these artworks enough to keep them as personal treasures speaks to the universal human desire for intimacy and connection. Shunga was often exchanged as gifts, symbolizing friendship and trust, and was sometimes used as a form of communication between lovers. It's fascinating to think of warriors indulging in a little portable art collection for inspiration. The juxtaposition of the samurai's fierce warrior image with their appreciation for delicate and intimate art highlights the complexity of human nature. It reminds us that even those who are trained for battle and discipline have a profound need for beauty, love, and personal expression. The tradition of shunga is a testament to the rich cultural tapestry of Japan, where art and life are intricately woven together, creating a legacy that continues to intrigue and inspire. Ever heard of the afterglow effect? Scientists found that couples who have sex experience increased emotional bonding for up to 2 days afterward. This effect is linked to the release of oxytocin, also known as the love hormone, which promotes feelings of closeness and trust. Here's a fun one. Men produce enough sperm in 2 weeks to impregnate every woman on the planet. That's over 500 billion sperm cells. While it's an amusing statistic, it's also a testament to how nature prioritizes reproduction. And did you know that the female orgasm can last up to 20 seconds, which is significantly longer than the male counterpart? Research shows it's not just about duration. Orgasms for women often involve more areas of the brain lighting up, making the experience multifaceted and profound. In the Victorian era, showing an ankle was considered scandalous, but today's fashion would make them blush. It's incredible how cultural norms about sexuality shift over time. What was once taboo can evolve into commonplace expression. Some societies had progressive views on sex long before us. The Kama Sutra isn't just a guide to positions, it's a philosophical text that explores love, relationships, and the pursuit of pleasure. It's a reminder that intimacy is as much about connection as it is about physicality. And get this, in ancient Greece, same-sex relationships were not only accepted but celebrated, particularly among men. These relationships were seen as an essential part of mentorship and personal development. It's fascinating how historical attitudes were sometimes more open than today's. Your brain is your most powerful sex organ. It might sound surprising, but it's true. The brain is the control center for all the sensations and emotions you experience. When you think about it, every touch, every kiss, and every intimate moment is processed and interpreted by your brain. It's the reason why mental stimulation can be just as important, if not more so, than physical touch. The brain's role in sexual arousal and satisfaction is profound and multifaceted. During arousal, it releases feel-good chemicals like dopamine and endorphins, which explain that natural high you feel. These chemicals are responsible for the euphoria and pleasure associated with sexual activity. Dopamine, often referred to as the pleasure chemical, plays a crucial role in the reward system of the brain. It motivates you to seek out pleasurable experiences and reinforces behaviors that lead to those experiences. Endorphins, on the other hand, are natural painkillers that also contribute to feelings of happiness and well-being. Together, these chemicals create a powerful cocktail that enhances your mood and makes intimate moments even more enjoyable. This highlights the importance of mental stimulation in creating a fulfilling sexual experience. Engaging in deep, meaningful conversations with your partner can strengthen your emotional connection and enhance your overall intimacy. Reading together, sharing thoughts, and discussing topics that interest both of you can create a sense of closeness and understanding. Mental stimulation can also come from exploring new ideas, trying new activities, and keeping the relationship dynamic and exciting. It's not just about physical attraction. A strong mental and emotional bond can significantly enhance your sexual experiences. Chocolate and sex activate the same pleasure centers in your brain. This might explain why both are often associated with feelings of happiness and satisfaction. When you eat chocolate, your brain releases dopamine, similar to what happens during sexual arousal. This release of dopamine creates a sense of pleasure and reward, making chocolate a popular comfort food. Additionally, chocolate contains phenylethylamine, a compound that can mimic the feeling of being in love. It's no wonder that chocolate is often given as a romantic gift or enjoyed during intimate moments. Both trigger the release of serotonin and endorphins, enhancing mood and happiness. Serotonin is a neurotransmitter that contributes to feelings of well-being and happiness. It's often referred to as the feel-good chemical because of its role in regulating mood. When you engage in activities that release serotonin, such as eating chocolate or having sex, you experience a boost in your overall mood. Endorphins, as mentioned earlier, are natural painkillers that also promote feelings of pleasure and relaxation. The combination of these chemicals can create a powerful sense of happiness and contentment. So, next time you're craving chocolate, maybe consider indulging in another sweet option. The connection between chocolate and sex is more than just a fun fact. It's a reminder of how our brains are wired to seek out pleasure and reward. Whether you're enjoying a piece of chocolate or sharing an intimate moment with your partner, you're tapping into the same neural pathways that create feelings of happiness and satisfaction. So why not combine the two? A romantic evening with chocolate and intimacy can be a delightful way to enhance your connection and create lasting memories. Laughter and sex are closely linked. Couples who laugh together tend to have more fulfilling sex lives. Laughter is a powerful tool for building intimacy and strengthening relationships. When you laugh with your partner, you create a positive and joyful atmosphere that can enhance your emotional connection. Shared laughter can also reduce stress and anxiety, making it easier to relax and enjoy intimate moments. Couples who can find humor in everyday situations and share a good laugh are more likely to have a strong and satisfying sexual relationship. Shared humor creates a bond, lowers stress, and paves the way for deeper intimacy. When you and your partner share a sense of humor, you create a unique connection that can strengthen your relationship. Humor can be a way to navigate difficult situations, diffuse tension, and create a sense of camaraderie. It can also be a way to express affection and appreciation for each other. By laughing together, you build a foundation of trust and understanding that can enhance your overall intimacy and make your relationship more resilient. Who knew comedy could double as an aphrodisiac? The idea that laughter can enhance your sex life might seem surprising, but it's backed by research. Studies have shown that couples who laugh together are more likely to report higher levels of relationship satisfaction and sexual fulfillment. Laughter releases endorphins, which can create a sense of euphoria and relaxation. It also promotes a sense of closeness and connection, making it easier to engage in intimate activities. So the next time you're looking to spice up your relationship, consider watching a funny movie or attending a comedy show together. Finally, a fun one. Studies show that people who talk about sex openly tend to have better experiences. Open communication is key to a healthy and satisfying sexual relationship. When you and your partner can discuss your desires, boundaries, and preferences openly, you create a safe and supportive environment for intimacy. This level of communication can help you understand each other's needs and ensure that both partners feel heard and valued. It can also help you navigate any challenges or concerns that may arise, making it easier to maintain a fulfilling sexual relationship. Open communication helps break down barriers, ensuring both partners' needs are met. When you can talk openly about sex, you create a space where both partners feel comfortable expressing their desires and concerns. This can lead to a more satisfying and fulfilling sexual relationship, as both partners are able to communicate their needs and work together to meet them. Open communication can also help build trust and intimacy, making it easier to navigate any challenges that may arise. By fostering a culture of open and honest communication, you can create a stronger and more resilient relationship. So let's keep the conversation going and make it less taboo. Talking about sex openly and honestly can help break down the stigma and create a more supportive and understanding environment. Whether you're discussing your desires with your partner or having a conversation with friends, open communication can help normalize the topic and make it easier to navigate. By keeping the conversation going, you can create a culture of openness and acceptance that can enhance your relationships and improve your overall well-being. So, let's continue to talk about sex and make it a topic that is celebrated and embraced. So there you have it, 16 naughty surprising facts about sex. Which one blew your mind the most? Let us know in the comments below. And hey, if you enjoyed this video, don't keep it to yourself. Hit that like button, share it with your friends, and subscribe to our channel. Don't forget to ring the notification bell so you never miss more fascinating content like this. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.